Hello, fitness and health bloggers. Elle Potter here with the Fitness and Health Bloggers Conference. We are very excited to be in Denver this month, June 22nd through 24th, for the conference at the Anschutz Center for Health and Wellness. And I'm joined today here by Dr. Inigo San Millan, who is the exercise physiologist and sports medicine advisor at the Human Performance Lab at the Anschutz Center for Health and Wellness. He is also going to be presenting at the conference on current evidence on achieving and maintaining physical fitness. So his successes are pretty impressive. He has worked with 6 Pro Tour cycling teams, a Tour de France winner, and 16 Grand Tours podium finishers. And he now works with individuals of all sports and athletic levels, including beginners and recreational athletes, providing them the same services and resources that until now only professional and elite athletes have had access to. So thank you for joining me today, Dr. San Millan.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
So tell me a bit about what you do in the Performance Lab.
So yeah, we open the doors to the entire community. So we have a state-of-the-art performance laboratory at the same caliber of what the Olympic Training Center could have, right? But the whole purpose is that we can apply the same methodologies that we do with athletes, with elite athletes, and we can apply them to anybody else out there. So whereas your goal is to finish your first 10K or your first marathon or improve your triathlon or simply just to get fitter, we can really give you very individual information about your physiological and metabolic responses to exercise. And we can tailor an individual training program or exercise prescription for you that is more advanced than all the formulas that we see out there of 220 minus your age and all that. So we would try to apply the scientific approach to the same level we do with elite and professional athletes.
Very cool. So is there any difference between what it is that you do with elite performance athletes versus how you would use with somebody who's like a beginner?
Well, the methodologies are exactly the same thing. We measure the exact same thing. We measure the cardiorespiratory adaptations to exercise. That is, how your heart, your lungs work. The maximum representative of that is the VO2 max, right? That's the maximal oxygen uptake. But that's not the most important parameter, because at the end of the day, what makes a difference are the events happening at the cellular level. That is how your muscles work. It doesn't matter how much oxygen you deliver to your tissues, it's how well those cells in the muscle utilize the oxygen, as well as how well they synthesize energy, right? And how well they utilize the fat and they utilize the carbohydrates, and how well they get rid of some products of metabolism like lactate. So those are the things that we see at the cellular level more locally, how an athlete responds to exercise, and then we can tailor an individual's training program in order to improve performance. We can also work with not only just with the recreational athletes, but we really want to work with the whole concept of exercise is medicine, right? That's an evolving concept. Started 3 years ago at the American College of Sports Medicine, as well as the American Medical Association. The whole purpose is for individuals, for anybody to do exercise. We know that the benefits of exercise in terms of decreasing the risk of mortality and morbidity, they're way above any drug out there in the market, right? So we can really apply these formulas also for type 2 diabetic patients, overweight and obese patients, who can really improve their fitness with the same scientific approach that we do with elite athletes.
How fascinating. That's so cool. So what is it that bloggers will get to experience there at the center during the Fitness and Health Bloggers Conference?
Well, we're going to be showing them how to, just how all these methodologies play out, how we work with elite athletes, how we work with recreationals, and how we can apply this to type 2 diabetic patients or obese patients. So they can see the laboratory, they can see all the analyzers. We're going to have a demo, right, testing. So they can see how we just come out with the mask and we analyze the lactate, and we also be presenting also with PowerPoint presentations, all this data and all these methodologies and how we can help anybody out there.
Very cool. I'm very much looking forward to checking out the Performance Lab. I've heard a lot about it. Neat. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
We're very looking forward to meeting with you in a couple weeks.
Hey, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.